Yeah, it's recording.
Oh.
But that's alright. We'll start whenever.
Well, this is interesting. I feel like the government just watching me. Why is it recording and we ain't ready to start?
Why are you so paranoid? Crazy. Okay, we about to start
I
now.
just feel awkward. I'm like...
You like, how you go? What you say?
Like,
You
should
feel
I
like,
pose?
he said you feel like
the government watching. Like...
Well,
Why am I
I
just
said weed
being
get
awkward?
to your brain. The weed and the bowels paranoia.
It's a collaborative effort.
Okay. I want it to be a surprise.
I wanted to start so it can stop being awkward.
It's not. I'm
like,
like,
what are we
you're
talking
my
about?
sister. Okay. Let me just take a sip. Oh shoot, I forgot to get my
I feel like I got
my straw.
chips in my teeth because
Let me
I was
see.
just maxing before. This is awkward.
You got chips in your teeth.
I'm like, just let me know.
It's the front three.
I knew I felt it.
I'm so happy my sister's gonna record with me. She never wants to record, like ever. Like being on camera is not her thing. Alright. Okay, we're gonna start right now. We're gonna start when you sit down. You don't have to sit on both these pillows if you don't want. I like to sit.
don't want to.
Okay, I like to sit on two because it makes you feel like you sit up straight. You have to, like it makes you feel like you're sitting up straight. So I like to do it.
All right.
Look how much shorter you looked than me though.
I'm shorter than you.
That's true. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, welcome.
She was like 3, 2, 1. I'm like,
You have to do a countdown for whoever's editing it for you so they can kind of know like where to start.
oh, okay.
That's why I did that.
Okay, do it again. Do it again.
And I just see you out the corner of my eye. Okay.
This is all very awkward for me. I don't know. I'm like, do I sit up? Do I?
Do I lean with it?
Do I
rock
lean?
with it? Lean with it. Rock with it.
I'm just glad I can't see my face because I'm feeling a little chubby.
No, you look good. You look real good, sis.
All right, let's
Okay.
do this.
3, 2. Hold on, girl. I got a tear in my eye from laughing. Oh. Oh. Woo! Okay. 3.
Okay.
Stop.
3,
Okay.
2. What should I have? I don't know what face to have when it starts.
Just have a normal face.
Do that ankle one.
Just
All
be
right.
normal.
All right.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, thank you for joining me for another episode of Undeniably Nikki. It's been a while, like a month. A month and maybe a week or a couple of weeks. A month and a couple of weeks since I last did a recording for you guys, and it's just because there's been so much going on, as you guys all know, and we're gonna get into that in a bit. But first, I have to introduce you to this beautiful lady sitting next to me. This is my little sister, Kamisha.
I'm the co-host for today.
She is co-hosting with me today, and I'm so happy because this is not her thing. Like
Not at all. Today. I'm co-hosting today.
Only today. And I begged her. I've been begging her for like a week. Please, just do it with me. Do my vlog with me. Come on, because we're in quarantine together. As you guys all know, because that's what's going on, the whole coronavirus thing. So, thank you so much, sister, for doing this with me. Quick question. How close were you to going to sleep on me and not doing it?
It was a whole production. She told me, oh, we're going to do my video around 11 o'clock. So I woke up at 9. I had a sandwich. I got in the shower. I took my rollers out my head. I said, okay, I'm going to be ready at 11 o'clock because I'm a professional. That's what we do. 11 o'clock, I look in her room. She has not woke up. I said, okay, this is going to be 11, not 1. I said, this is going to be 1, not 11. She meant 1. She meant 1.
Well, I woke up at like 10:45. So you looked in my room a little bit before 11.
No, it was 11.
It was 10:45. I woke up at 10:45.
It still wasn't 11 o'clock filming.
Yeah.
And I was ready to go. Now we cutting into my nap hours. It's 2:30. I'm being generous. It's 2:35 and I'm done already.
Okay, so this is what happened. So last night I went down the Black Twitter tunnel and couldn't get out. I went down the rabbit hole and was literally just laughing at all the memes, all the jokes and everything about
Teddy Riley.
about the Teddy Riley and Babyface verses that they were doing, how they were doing like this little battle, and it pretty much went nowhere because Teddy Riley's sound system was so jacked up. Bless his heart. And it broke my heart because it was funny, but it broke my heart because he was so excited. Like you could tell from the beginning. Like
he was ready to win.
He was so ready to win. Like from the beginning, I was on it from the time it started, and he was so excited. And he had a big band. He had like this major production like going on behind him. Babyface was chilling literally just in his studio. Babyface, all he had was a phone, his studio where he can just kind of push and start something. And then he had his little earbuds, and that's it. But Teddy Riley had a big old production, and he was the one that had like the big...
How he saw it in his head is not what we saw on the video
at all.
In his head, he was like, I'm gonna start off like this.
Dang.
And then it's gonna be like smoke. It just come out. They're gonna be like, he got smoke at his house. He got smoke.
Right.
None of that happened.
None of it. So I went down the wormhole last night and was literally looking at all the memes, all the tweets and everything. And I was just laughing so hard. And I looked up. I started looking at this at like 12:30. And I looked up. It was 2 o'clock. And I was like, oh my God, I need to go to bed. So I didn't go to bed until like 2:20. And I didn't have the best sleep. I kind of had some weird dreams. So it woke me up like a few times. So that's why I ended up sleeping to 10:45.
Even if she
when I normally wake up at like 9:30.
If she went to sleep at 9:30 at night, she still wouldn't have been ready at 11 o'clock. Nikki just don't understand the concept of time.
I do.
Time is not her friend. She don't understand the concept of time.
I do have a little difficulty with time management. Like I always think, like Misha always makes fun of me because she'll be like, okay, this starts at 1:30. You should probably leave about 12:45 to get there.
And
right?
she's like, no.
And I'm like,
it's only 20 minutes from the house and it starts at 1:30, so we can leave the house at 1:10. And I'm like, it starts at 1:30. She's like, yeah, and it's 20 minutes from the house. We can leave the house at 1:10. I'm like, you're not accounting for the time to walk to the car, the time to park and walk to the event. Like, she's like, no, matter of a fact, this is... It makes sense because
I missed that
20
part.
minutes. Like she don't account for the rest of the time.
Yeah. So I have that bad.
Late.
Yeah. I try though. I really, really try. And then to be fair, like so because I got so behind on doing everything, I got so behind on doing everything. I was like, oh crap! Like I'm hungry. I didn't eat anything. So I made me 2 Eggo waffles. And then I didn't eat that till like 1:15. So I had told her we were going to push it back to 1. And then I was like, let's push it back to 1:30.
Then she texted me like we got in the same house. And it's a business
because
text.
It's
like
easier to text her because she be mean to me. So
she texted me, I'm going to push it back to 1:30 because I haven't ate. I'm like, all right. So then 2 o'clock comes along. And I text her. I said, look, I'm fading. Fading. You crossing over to my nap time. I usually take a nap between 2:30, 3:30 since COVID. And you are in my pocket of my nap slot. This is around the time where I can perfectly wake up around 4:15.
Yeah.
5 o'clock.
Yeah, still
And
have
then
your day.
still have my day.
Yeah.
And still be able to, go to sleep.
No.
Around 10:30, 11 o'clock. About 10:30, 11 o'clock when you see me like...
She get on her side like a black
on my
mama, y'all.
side.
You know when your mama, like anybody who grew up black, your mama come home and she tired, she get in her bed, and she go when she get on her side.
In my bed watching the cop show.
This is what she does, and I'll come in her room and she on her side, and she literally looks at me like, "Why am I bothering her?" like your mama will look at you when you bothering her in the middle of her watching her TV shows right before she about to go to sleep. That's what she does to me. So anyway, we're here, and I'm so happy you guys are here. Do me a favor, take a little time real quick and subscribe, like, and share. So you're just gonna, again, subscribe, ding, hit the little button, hit the little bell, and like and share. All right, so sister, I wanted to kind of keep it a little more like loose. Despite, because I always talk about like celebrity stuff going on or anything like news related that's interesting to me. But I also wanted to like just have fun with you because I don't know when you're gonna do this again. So me and my sister, we literally, the last taping that I did for you guys, last recording was on, I want to say it was March 3rd is when it aired. And we went to Costa Rica on March 5th. We went to Costa Rica for my birthday, and it was so much fun. Wasn't it so much fun, sister? We went to this, we were at an all-inclusive resort, and the drinks and the food was constantly flowing.
Yeah.
So we go on this vacation. We're having the best time. Literally not a care in the world. Just like loving life. We come back 5 days later. Yeah, 5 days later. And all hell is breaking loose. We literally came back to the coronavirus stuff, right?
Came back to the coronavirus.
We came right back to it. So we got back on the 10th, like early morning the 11th. So it was like the 10th, early morning the 11th. And I had to go to work on the 12th. I took the 11th out so I can rest. I went into work on the 12th. You were off the rest of the week, right?
I was just going to say, we got back on the 12th.
Oh.
I got back on the 12th. She got back on the 10th.
No, the 11th, technically.
Yeah. She got back on the 11th.
We got back on the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I needed a day to recover, and I resumed work on the 14th.
Oops. Hold on, my earring fell off. So yeah, so we get back. I go to work, and hold on, let me get my earring on.
Corona had broke through.
Everything is crazy. I literally go to work, and I'm not even worried about the coronavirus like crazy like that, because just in Costa Rica, they didn't have any cases. So it just wasn't like a thought. Like
Costa Rica wasn't even mentioning the coronavirus.
Like
we came back to no toilet paper.
We came to all hell breaking. No food, no toilet paper.
And I was like, okay, so did the president make an announcement and we didn't hear it in Costa Rica because
we was too busy having cocktails and the foam, the bubbles at the pool.
Definitely came back to all the toilet paper being on, all the bread, all the pastas. And I was like, all right. And then I think I went back to work that Saturday.
And I went back on that Thursday. That Thursday. And when I went to work, I kid y'all not, it was so serious. Like the mood was so serious. And I'm like walking in like ding, 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 ding. You know, because I'm still in vacation mode.
Right.
So I get, like, we have this big meeting about, like, how, we have to start, taking this serious. If you're sick, stay home, blah, blah, blah. And it's just this big deal. So I'm just like, okay, yeah. I literally made the mistake of just going, because I had, like, a little cough before I went on my trip. I had, like, a little cold. Child, my boss called me in the office. Closed the door. Nah, at this point, I'm thinking, what did I do? I just got back. I'm trying to think if I did something before I left. I'm like, what the heck did I do? She's like, we're going to send you home. And it's so serious.
We need you to log out.
And I say,
Clock out.
I said, okay, what happened? She's like, some of the co-workers have been concerned about the fact that you were traveling out the country and you have a cough. I was like, okay. She's like, so yeah, we're gonna have to send you home. Mind you, I'm still not grasping. We still not grasping how serious it is. Because we had toilet paper at home. We were just ordering out whatever food we needed, and we didn't really realize. So we didn't realize like how serious it was and how crazy it was. So anyway, so I go home. I go to urgent care to get like some medication for the cough, just to, you know, show, not urgent care, a minute clinic, because I had to get a doctor's note, you know, just to say that I'm okay before I come back to work. I didn't even make it back to work. Literally the next week, it is
Wednesday is when they shut. Select got on
and shut everything down, and was like work from home and blah blah blah. So that was on March, I want to say 14th.
No, it was the 18th. Because Lorna's birthday was that Monday the 16th.
Oh, so it was the 18th.
St. Louis had already shut down.
So yeah, it was the 18th. So we have literally been in quarantine, working from home since March 18th. It is now April the 19th. So about a month and a day, right?
Is it April 19th today?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So a month and a day we've been doing this. And it is crazy. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm enjoying myself.
So my sister is a barber. So she's not working at all. She can't work at all right now because she's a barber, and you know, you have to touch people and, you know, be all in their personal space.
And it's just, we're non-essential, and honestly, who would be getting their hair done other than the people who are still working?
Yeah.
And it's just, honestly, it's not even worth it to go in, because everything is, there's no way that we can avoid the
not getting contaminated
in the hygiene practices that are in place. Like, I have to touch you to cut your hair.
Yeah. And I know, like, sometimes people come in, they're sweaty and
they're sick, they taking the cape and wiping their face with it, wiping their nose with it. They want to hug you. No. I'm okay. I'm okay. Like, I miss work. I do miss the money and the hustle and bustle of doing hair. But at the same time, I know it would be like, I'm just like, sanitation will be at 1,000.
Yeah.
Because it was at 1,000 before we fully shut down.
Yeah, y'all was always like sanitizing everything.
Yeah, and doing it. After every client, you spray down, wipe down everything anyway. But it's a whole different level with this going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she is chilling. Like, she's chilling. She gets up. She fills out job applications. She's got unemployment right now. Fills her job applications out, and then she chills for the rest of the day. Me, I'm still working like a freaking Hebrew slave, even though I'm working at home. And it's crazy because I thought working from home would be a lot easier. It's actually a little harder. It's a little harder because there's like this self-consciousness of you where you're like, I can't miss nothing. I got to pay attention to every email because I don't want them to think I'm slacking off.
Because I'm at home.
So you're even more vigilant and diligent to your work at home than you are at work. It's crazy. It's like a whole nother level. So by the time the day is up, I am pooped. You would think I was out at the office, but I'm not. I'm literally at home. So right now, you know, I want to talk about like some of the good things that have come out of this. You know, it's crazy that we're all at home, but there's been so much good too that has come out of it. You know, of course, people were being hoarders and taking all the toilet paper and stuff, but I feel like that's kind of curved down a little bit so far. You know, I'm personally really proud of Nevada because I feel like they listen to Governor Sister. Like everyone here, like, is really like respecting the guidelines, staying home.
We like to stay at home anyway. Most people that live in Vegas avoid the Strip. So us not going to the Strip right now ain't
a big deal.
It ain't a big deal because it's the people who come in town who's like, woo, Vegas. Not the people who live in Vegas. We're like, don't get us wrong. It's nice to have. I love this 24 hours, but every day of the week, you're not like, I live in Vegas. Turn up. No, because you still gotta work.
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, I can use a break from serving people coming in from out of town and You
People
know,
come to Vegas all the time. Like me and my sister are always getting a text or a call saying, "Hey, I'm in Vegas," and you're like, "Oh yeah."
yeah, and
you're like, you want to see them, but then you be like, "God, someone was just here last week. I'm exhausted."
yeah, visitation season was definitely about to start back
It was
up.
about
So
to
I'm
start.
like, I'm okay with it being slowed down.
But me and my
I'm
friends,
living
we
my
go
best
to the strip. We love having strip days. We love going on the strip and brunching, and like that's one of the things I miss about, not being able to have like this normal life right now. What do you miss?
going to the dispensary for myself and not having to order, because let me tell you something. They want you to spend $150 to get your weed delivered. That's a lot. Like I ain't selling grabs out here. I'm a personal smoker. I just need a couple of pre-rolls, an eighth. Why you trying to make me buy an ounce? Like, what's up with that?
An ounce is a lot, right?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Like I said, no, but I also miss like going to have a cocktail. I miss shopping because I'm still a mall girl.
Yeah.
And I miss my store, my shoe store.
Yeah.
And yeah, I miss shopping. Oh, the beauty supply. Even though I've stocked up and I'm good, but I like a good walk around the beauty supply to see what came out, get me a new lip gloss,
Beauty
whatever.
supply store, yeah.
I miss the beauty supply. I think I mostly miss like I've never been a big online consumer.
Mm-hmm.
I still like to go to the grocery store and pick out my own stuff.
I love online shopping.
I still like to, go to the beauty supply. I still like to, run errands and get out the car and go in the stores. I don't like the whole having to order thing right now.
I miss that too. Because it's like when you online shop, you only want to online shop when you want to. But there's certain things that you can just run out and get. Yeah. That you'd rather just run out and get it.
Yeah.
No, I feel you on that.
And sometimes, like, I don't necessarily know what I want to type it in online, but I can walk through an aisle and say, oh, this is what I want. Like, or give me some options versus let me pick this one and then come and I'm like, this is some bullshit.
Yeah. No, I miss trying to window shop, but it never succeeding because I always buy something. That's what I miss. I miss like going to downtown Summerlin saying, oh, I'm just gonna go window shop. Like one day I went down there and I was like, I'm gonna go power walking down in downtown Summerlin. Yeah. Girl, I ended up walking into 3 stores and walking out with stuff from 3 stores. So I miss that. I miss not having to be so cognizant of personal space and touching stuff. Yeah. Like now, like when I go to the grocery store, because that's pretty much the only place you go. You go to the grocery store, you go to the gas station if you need gas. I haven't filled up my tank in 3 weeks because I haven't had to. Yeah. But you go to the grocery store, it's pretty much where you go and that's it. But I have to be so cognizant of like, don't touch that, and then touch your face or touch your hands or anything like that.
And my face has never itched so much since this.
Yeah.
Like anytime I go in the store, the 2 seconds later, I'm like,
I know.
Like, no, that's awkward.
It is. It's weird. And I miss brunching with my friends. I miss, going out, brunching with my friends. Because it's a ton of fun. So that's what I miss. But like I was saying, I've noticed so much good that's been happening. There's a lot of people who are stepping up, doing a lot. Like Jeff Bezos with Amazon, he donated $10 million to try to help with, fighting coronavirus. Oprah Winfrey donated like $1 million to like this food pantry. Yeah. Just so many people are doing things. They even had like this thing on last night. It was basically all these celebrities. It was called Global Health or something like that. It was like a show. And they were all doing, whether they were singing, whether they were speaking, they were just all doing something. And the proceeds from the money they raised from that is going towards, fighting coronavirus and different charities and things like that. Because nonprofits and charitable organizations, they're really struggling right now. Yeah. So it's good. I just think it's so cool that everyone's stepping up. I think it's real dope how like our nurses and stuff are being recognized. All the nurses and the doctors are being recognized as heroes, because everybody always talk about the basketball stars and football stars and the actors and the singers as these heroes. But these folks, they are literally on the front lines right now and they are sacrificing themselves. We have so many nurses in our family and they are sacrificing themselves. So I just love that, you know, we're finally like recognizing the amazing work and things that they do. Like, I feel like a lot of people have always recognized how special doctors and nurses and stuff are, and anyone in the health profession, how special they are. But it's like now they're getting their due credit, because they are really sacrificing out there. It's crazy what's going on. So I said to myself, during this time of staying home, you know, being quarantined. Why are you laughing, asshole?
She was like, "Cause I." It was just the face. Okay, go ahead.
I've said to myself that I'm gonna like be really productive during this time. Mm-hmm. Ain't really happened.
I ain't did the thing. And I'm not like, mad about it.
So why do you think it's so hard to get motivated? Because you know I got a ton of ideas of things that I want to do, but you know every weekend
it's hard to get motivated because you don't have to. It's like, okay, this is how I look at it. I'm a person who's always working. I'm always at work. I'm the boss. So if anybody call out, I'm going in.
Humble brag.
Humble brag. I'm the boss.
I'm the boss.
It's the truth. You see how much they call me? Like,
they do.
I'm gonna say I'm a lazy boss? No, I'm a boss who actually works. And my job called me a lot. So the fact that I don't have to answer the phone, I'm enjoying myself. Yeah. I'm worried. My worry is when we go back. It's gonna be a hard period for me. I'm gonna have to just grow up.
She gonna be
they really don't want to stay on.
They don't want to stay on. She gonna be bad depressed when
oh my god! Like I'm already.
You dread
when people call me now from work, I'm like, I'm off. Like we've been off for 30 days. I'm like, why do you want to talk?
But she the boss, so they call and ask questions.
They call and ask questions. What's going on? You know, did you get on the Skype today? What's the company saying and all that stuff? And I work for a really good company. I'm grateful for the company that I work for.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I've managed to spoil the hairstylists that work under me. So I'm Mama Misha at work, and it turns out during this pandemic, I'm still Mama Misha. So some days they call me and I'm like,
you Mama Misha at home because you cook every meal.
I know. So I'm like, I became a house sister in this process. And I'm like, the hard thing for me is going to be going back to working 40 plus on my feet, like,
yeah,
and fixing other people's stuff, and I'm enjoying myself. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think I'm going to wear bras anymore. I've come to that conclusion.
This is her now.
This is me now. Like, this is me now. I've accepted it. I don't have to. Why should I? Like, I haven't seen a bra since March 18th. That's why when she said that it was April 19th, I was like, what? Like,
You've been flapping in the wind freely. Titties flapping.
For the last 31 days. Like, honestly, I didn't even realize it was April 19th. I have not did anything.
You lost track of time.
I lost track of time doing absolutely nothing. Like
literally absolutely nothing.
Other than cooking.
Yeah, she cooks. I cook for us. Oh.
Lord, take away the line spirit.
I cooked for us. I cooked the shrimp pasta.
Yeah.
And then I made us
shrimp Alfredo pie.
It was
shrimp Alfredo.
It was
pie.
Shrimp Alfredo pasta.
And the other morning she made
pie. Maybe just cooked the noodles a little long.
The other morning she made bacon rinds. It's like pork rinds, but that's just when you leave the bacon in for like 20 minutes on a high setting. So she made bacon rinds for us.
It was not that burnt. It was still good. And then I cooked the shrimp for the tacos. I stir fried that.
Those were good.
Yeah.
Those were good.
Ding. And I'm going to make tuna
that
next
Alfredo
week.
pie was such a waste of shrimp.
It was a waste
and ingredients. And the shrimp was actually seasoned good.
I seasoned good.
But
I cooked the noodles too long.
Cooked the noodles way too long. She learned how to make white rice.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like it's good. Like it's not too
gummy.
It's not. Yeah, it's not too.
She got a problem with pastas and carbohydrates, which is shocking because
I love it. I eat
But
them all the time.
like the other day, I was making spaghetti and I got sick. I had a migraine, so I got sick in the middle of making the spaghetti. I said, "Wash the noodles for me." While I go to the bathroom, I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, "Now I know I told her to take the noodles off real soon to watch them," and then she said, "No, they not done yet." I said, "Oh, okay." So then I'm in the bathroom. A little while longer, I'm like, "Those noodles should be done."
Why she sound like my mama?
And then I hear, "Gosh darn it! God darn it!" I said, "Well, what happened?" "Oh, I waste tea." Start cleaning the tea, and I'm like, "Those noodles are still they still on the stove." So I just went on ahead and got out the bathroom, and sure enough, came to make they was this close to being too mushy. I'm like, not another pasta dish up in here.
Not on your watch.
Not ruining another thing.
But the important thing is that at least I'm trying. I'm trying to like. Misha's come to the conclusion after the shrimp pasta messed up. She was like, "Sister,
I'll just cook."
She said, "Baby, I'll just cook." She said, "Cooking is not your ministry."
It's not.
I try though, y'all. I really, really try. Like, whenever I do cook, I don't like it. But whenever I do, I try. Don't I really try, sister?
Yeah.
Like, I really be trying. And it's something always go wrong.
But yeah, the reason why her cooking is terrible is because she'll stay in the kitchen with the food. Like,
No, I do though.
no, this goes back to the whole time concept thing. Nikki will stay in the kitchen. She will prep the food. She will get it in the skillet, and then she'll go, "You know what? I meant to organize my bathroom counter. I'm gonna be right back." Thinking that organizing the bathroom
That's
counter
true.
is only gonna be like 5 to 10 minutes, and then she get distracted because she always like squirrel. Like, so then,
Because I think I'm undiagnosed ADD. I truly believe
so
that.
then
My sister
she'll
thinks
be
so,
like,
too.
"Oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and organize the counter," and then she looks at her dresser and she's like, "Well, I can organize that too." Meanwhile, it's ground beef that's on the skillet that was only supposed to be on there for like 5 or 10 minutes, and 20 minutes, and she comes back and she's like, "Gosh damn it!" I'm sorry. "Gosh darn it! Why did I burn this?
I
This
get
sucks.
so mad.
This sucks so bad. Like, why would it burn? Why would it?" like the ground beef was like, "I'm just gonna burn." Like, she had nothing to do with it. Why would it burn?
Because in my mind, I'm not gone that long. Like, I literally, in my mind, I'm like, because it's literally undiagnosed ADD. So to just stand there and do nothing, it drives me nuts. So I'm just like this, and then I'm like, I could be multitasking. I'm always like, how can I be multitasking?
And I keep telling her, multitasking ain't her judge. That ain't for you. That ain't for you. You keep trying it. It's not for you. You need to focus on the task at hand. When you multitask, things get fucked up. They get fucked up. That ain't for you.
Anyway, I'm trying, y'all, though. We've been having fun together. I love being with my sissy. Shay. Ooh, by the way, look, y'all, the coronavirus, look at my nails. Because I can't get them done. They're a mess.
I actually redid mine.
She did.
I redid mine.
She ordered a
twice,
kit and redid hers.
but I just took them off because
But these are my nails. They're just the dip powder. But I'm scared that if I take the dip powder off,
there's your nails.
that my nails are gonna break because they're so long, and I'm like, I don't know how to trim them how my nail girl trims them. So I'm like, I'd rather just walk around like this, which is
You
crazy.
have to do something because if the Lord willing, we gonna be here until May.
No, it is happening to May. Well, I'm gonna be home until May. That's what I
heard
heard.
Texas is
Working from
opening
home,
back up, and
which is foolishness.
my company home base is in Texas, so I don't know.
But they can't open y'all up until the different states say that it's open up.
That's true.
And I'm sorry, that's foolishness. Texas, you in trouble, girl. I had to say that like on
Ghost.
Go.
Wait a minute, was
That was Ghost.
Okay.
But she's like, Molly, you in trouble, girl. So I said, it was Ghost.
All
So I
right.
said, Texas, you in trouble, girl. Like, I don't understand why people aren't taking this serious. Like, people are dying. Like, oh, I know it sucks. I know it's annoying. I actually went a little stir crazy yesterday, and I had my own little dance party by myself because my sister didn't feel like having a dance party at that time.
I'm okay. Like,
She good.
I'm good
And I'm good too because I like my me time. I like being able to catch up on my shows and things like that. But yesterday I did have a little bit of a feeling of where I was like, oh, I want to go out and do something, you know? So I did have a little bit of that for the first time though in a month, you know? And, but I don't think, like, people don't realize, I don't think they really pay attention to how serious this is. Like, people are dying. And then our people, black people, are dying at an alarmingly fast rate.
Because a lot of us haven't sat down.
Yeah, like sit
Still
down
out on the streets.
Sit down.
A lot of our jobs are essential too.
Yeah.
And it's just craziness. And then when it first started, everybody
people
was saying,
weren't taking it serious.
Well, no, when it first started saying, they were saying black people were immune to it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And you know,
because we actually said that at one point.
I did.
We was at home.
I
we was
was
like, girl, we immune to that.
I'm like, I'm okay. You know, I got some ginger ale. Got some ginger ale. You know, I can go lay down at any moment.
Yep. And then got some tussin. Put some Robitussin
and some
drink some Robitussin.
Some menthol rub. Was out here
Vicks
with
Vapor
it.
Rub.
I was okay.
Rub your chest.
But then like paranoia set in like week 3, and I was waking up like
we was literally waking up feeling like we had a sore throat every morning. Drinking tea and apple cider vinegar, and
it's like, oh, it's like, Corona, is that you? Is that you? Don't take me this way, Lord. I don't want to go this way.
But I don't think Texas should open up. I know some states aren't hit as hard as others, but based on what the experts have been saying is that they don't even think, oh, speaking of, okay, I don't want to say he's an expert, but okay, based on what the experts have been saying, they don't even think this is like beginning.
They feel like this is just the first
They feel like this is just the beginning. Like they don't feel like this is like getting us towards the end. They feel like this is just the beginning, which is why it's like the stats are showing that the social distancing is working, and people need to just stick to it a little longer. And I know it's hard. I know that, you know, people are ready to get back to work, but you know, the stimulus packages that they sent out, that's helping a lot of people, you know. And like our governor for Nevada, he put a moratorium on rent, meaning you can't kick people out because they haven't paid their rent, especially right now during this going on. He put the moratorium for the coronavirus.
Got to shift real quick.
No worries. So, I just can't stand, there's like a bunch of different, you know, governors and senators who are out there basically saying like they care more about the economy than they care about people dying and people's lives. But speaking of, not an expert, DJ Jazzy Jeff had it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he was, I was looking at, like a Instagram live that he did with Will Smith. Did you see that?
No.
And he was saying how he got back from his trip. He was on vacation. He came back from a trip, and he wasn't feeling good. And so he just thought he was coming down with a cold or something. But then right away, like by the second day, he knew that it was something worse than a cold. So he went to the hospital, and they told him that he had double pneumonia in his lungs. And then they found out, no, he had the coronavirus or whatever. He got it. His wife got it. His wife's mother got it. They have all come out better on the other side. They're doing better. But one of the things DJ Jazzy Jeff said was, he's like, I need y'all jokers to sit down. He literally said jokers because, you know, he old school. He said, I need y'all jokers to sit down and stay home. He was like, this is serious. Like, it's crazy. Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm just trying to get motivated, do what I need to do in this time. Is there anything you want to like teach yourself or learn? Well, you taught yourself nails.
Yeah, I taught myself nails. I've been playing the eyelashes a little bit.
Oh.
I thought about going back to knitting and sewing because my sewing machine and the other thing, but you know, I don't feel like it. So I don't feel like it. So I feel like, you know, those are skill sets that I do have.
Yeah. Ooh.
And I just have to, you know, pull it out of the bag every once in a while. But considering I only got about 2 more weeks left,
you just enjoying it. You living your best life.
I'm on vacation. I'm
Yeah.
on vacation. I'm on vacation.
Well, I'm gonna teach myself how to edit on Adobe because I learned how to edit on Adobe Premiere when I was in college, but I haven't used that since college, and that's what we use at our station to edit videos and stuff. So I want to be able to like edit my own vlogs and stuff. Right now I send it to my friend Charles. Shout out to Charles. He has a YouTube page too, you guys. It's called the Mac Pack. He also has some gaming channels. I can't remember them right now. I'm sorry, Charles, but you can throw it up on a graphic. And his wife and son, they have YouTube channels too. But Charles has been so amazing. He's been helping me, and he edits my vlog for me. Yeah. But I want to learn how to edit it myself because I know he got a lot on his plate, you know. Yeah. And so I want to be able to do it myself. So that's one of the things I want to do. I actually started looking at some editing videos last night. I literally, y'all, my butt hurts so bad from like sitting so much for work because it's literally nonstop when I'm working from home. It's nonstop when I'm at work working. But from home, it's like a whole nother level. And so my sister will literally walk out her room 4 times a day and I'm still sitting in the same spot. Like not moved. I will get up maybe once and go to the bathroom and that's it. So that's 9 hours. I'm sitting in the same spot just working. Get up and go to the bathroom once or twice and that's it. So Friday was crazy like that too. I think I got up, went to the bathroom once. So I literally like my butt hurt so bad on Friday. After work, I had to stand for a little bit, like just stand. I was just literally standing around the apartment because it hurt so bad and just kind of walking around. And then yesterday, it was still hurting. I kept saying, wasn't I saying? I was like, my butt hurt, my butt hurt. And so I literally just stood in the kitchen with my laptop and was looking at editing videos, trying to learn how to edit. So that's one of the things I want to learn how to do.
I'm going to start wearing real shoes next week.
Oh!
Because I've been barefooted for a month now. And when I go to the grocery store, it's usually like in slides.
Or flip-flops.
Or flip-flops.
Yeah.
Or, you know, furry boots.
See, when I go to the grocery store, I go in tennis shoes because I like to go for walks. And I try to get my sister to go for a walk with me. I'd be like, sister, you want to go for a walk? Every time. She'd be like...
I mean...
Because I try to go for a walk at least 3 times a week. Because you got to keep your body moving, you know.
I go for walks. I walk to the mailbox. I walk to the
mailbox more.
Oh, you got the spirit of lying on you.
I do walk to the mailbox more. You walk to take the trash out more.
I walk to take the trash out more. But, okay, what about the times you didn't call me? Like, can you go check the mailbox? I haven't checked it since then.
Yeah, but that hasn't been for like...
No.
2
weeks.
Nigga
trying to stay.
No, I'm not.
She trying to stay. I go to the mailbox and take out the trash more.
I go to the mailbox.
When somebody paused that long, you know, they got a lot on the screen. She was like...
You know what? When I thought about it, I was like, no, she does. But during the coronavirus so far, I've been going to the mailbox more. Don't you think?
I'm gonna let her have it, child.
Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
Don't patronize me.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know. Whatever. But one of the other things I want to do is I want to like learn how to start writing, like because I have like all these ideas in my head for like writing scripts or books and stuff. So that's one of the things I'm going to do. I want to take like a master class, Shonda Rhimes master class. So I can learn how to start writing. So that's one of the things I want to do during this time. But first, I want to get the editing under my belt. Work on that. And then the writing and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to work on real shoes next week. And then the week after that,
I'm going to work on real shoes.
Real shoes and then heels. And then I'm also going to try to exercise.
Oh, that's good, sister. Yeah. You said that last week, though, too.
I did, but
you ain't
my woman came and kicked my ass, though.
That's
you
true.
already know.
That's true.
So, I actually had intentions on exercising last week, but, old girl showed up.
And by her woman, she means her period, for people who don't know.
They read between the lines.
Oh,
Like, when I said kick my ass, they know ain't nobody...
That's what I was... But I would have thought, like, oh, she got a woman who kicked her butt?
No.
That's what I would have thought.
Ain't never happened. Ain't never happened. You trying to rousel me up this weekend.
I was out, but that's what I would have thought.
With the bikes, when I was like, ain't nobody gonna jack me for my bike.
Oh, yeah. Listen, this was so funny. So we were talking about how we both wanted like a bike that we can ride around, and we wanted one with like a basket and a banana seat. And I was like, well, whenever we move out of our apartment and we decide to get a house, like to rent, let's get us bikes. And she was like, okay. And, she goes, and I said, but we need to get it in a good neighborhood. You have to make sure we're in a safe neighborhood. And I meant like a safe neighborhood, meaning like with a ton of kids. Because in neighborhoods where there's a ton of kids, there's a ton of speed bumps, which means people aren't going to hit us because they like to hit pedestrians all the time in Las Vegas. It's crazy. Like, it's insane. So I was like, because I'm not going out on the street, on the busy streets and riding my bike. I'm only going to ride in the neighborhood. So I was like, we're going to have to get like a safe neighborhood with a ton of kids and they got speed bumps. So I just said a safe neighborhood because that's what I was meaning, like that. She go,
ain't nobody finna jack me for my bike. Like, what is this, baby boy?
I said, what you mean? I ain't talking about the kids ain't gonna jack you. I'm still thinking the kids, like, have a neighborhood with a ton of kids. Cause
no, but she propositioned it like somebody was gonna jack me for my bike.
No, I didn't. Her mind just automatically went
so
there.
I'm like, no, like, that shit's not going down.
And she was mad, offended. And I was like, wait, that's not what I meant. I meant, like, we need to be safe.
No.
We've been doing a lot of, like, reminiscing about, like, childhood stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Since being in quarantine. And it's been so fun. Like, what's like one of the craziest things you did as a teenager, young adult? Like, you told me a story yesterday, but what's something else, like, that you don't mind sharing, like, with the family, you know?
I don't know. I was always...
Like that you look back on and be like, I was crazy as hell. Like, why did I do that?
I was always one of those kids who were way... Like, either I'm going to get a whooping... or I'm going to get over it. Like, I'm going to get over it and it's going to be all good. So, if I get caught, is the whooping worth it? And it was always like that little voice in my head that always said, hell yeah. Like,
I was not that kid. I was not that kid. I was the safe, Misha called me Sandra D.
Oh, yeah.
From, like, Greece. She called me Sandy. Because I was just very, like... She always says, I'm mama's perfect child. I was just always scared I was going to get in trouble. Because my mama told us when we was young, and I believed her, if we ever did anything that we shouldn't be doing, God was going to tell her. I've always been the one who believed God going to let mama know. And Misha always been the one that she'd be like, God don't be telling my business.
Yeah. Definitely used to have conversations with God like, all right now, look, me and Lorna finna. And I need you to keep it between me and you. Like, God was going to really be covered. But God did cover my butt because something else.
She was something else. She tells me stories and I'd be like, oh my God, sister. Like, she was into things.
I was into some things, but the Lord saved me. He saved me.
He kept you.
He kept me.
He kept me.
But, yeah. Now, I don't have anything that stick out because, like, it's just like anything I think about telling them, like, my granny watching this. So, and then also I'm like, the feds watching this. So either way it go, I'm not gonna. They always watching. They're always watching.
Are they?
Yeah, right now it's a monitor. Hey girl, don't forget I'm harmless. I'm harmless. But they always watching everything. Everything.
Did you hear that Snoop Dogg is gonna make a wine?
Is it gonna be a cannabis infused wine?
No, it's just gonna be a regular wine.
Huh.
Here, I'll tell you more about it. Let me see. Like, how do you wait? Let me tell you more about it.
I know. You know what annoys me about celebrities these days?
They doing it all. They try to do it all.
They're trying to do it all. Like, I got a wig line. I sell blunt wraps. I sell ultra perm makeup. Kabuki brushes.
It's like I'd rather you focus on something that you're really good at and
candles,
excel in that, and then go to other stuff. Yeah.
I also have like, it's just so much.
So let me see. Snoop's wine. He's gonna release a wine this summer, and he's partnering with some group called 19 Crimes. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, personally, 19 Crimes. It's in Australia. Winery called 19 Crimes. That seemed real suspicious, right? 19 Crimes?
No, because usually people who broadcast like they committing crimes ain't really committing crimes, you know?
That's true.
I feel like I ain't hating on Snoop.
So it's gonna be. Let me tell you more about it. It's gonna be called Snoop's Cali Red, and it's supposed to come out this summer, and it's supposed to be. You know, it doesn't say what kind of wine. It doesn't say if it's going to be a sweet wine or sweet blend, like a red blend, or
I'm
it just
surprised
says
it's
Cali Red.
red.
I am too.
Snoop.
So yeah, it's called Snoop Cali Red. What you think about that? Like, do you think it's going? I don't know. I feel like I would trust weed from Snoop more than wine from Snoop.
He had a cannabis pen, and he had a strain.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was cool. Like, I'm sure he got products in the cannabis market that's probably crazy in California. I'm surprised it's just a regular wine.
Yeah.
I would have thought it would have been a cannabis
infused wine.
Because that's been his stitch his whole career. But it'll probably be good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's red, because whenever I think of reds, I think bitter, and ain't he a Crip?
Yeah.
So I'm surprised that it's red. So, but it might be good. I'll buy it if it's.
I would buy it just to taste it because it's Snoop.
$19.99.
It can't be more than.
It can't be more than $20.99.
It can't be more than $12.99.
$15.99.
$15.99.
It's $15. Yeah.
I would try it though, because it is Snoop. You know, so I would want to try it to see what it is.
Yeah.
Like.
See if I'm gonna be slugged instantly.
Yeah.
But I feel like most reds make you sleepy. So I don't know. I'm curious now. I'm intrigued.
But okay, so you know how we both said we would try Snoop's wine. Mm-hmm. Would you ever try Erykah Badu's sage?
Oh yeah.
Or incense?
Oh yeah.
The one that's made from her panties?
Oh well, wait a minute.
No, she made one that's supposed to smell like her vagina.
Well, you know what?
This is old news, but it just made me think of that, because it's like, if we can try Snoop's
what
wine.
the incense supposed to do? Is it supposed to just
She
purify
took
the air?
it's just an incense that supposed to smell like her vagina. I think it's called like Badu pussy or something like that.
You know.
And
what?
she took some of her old panties and like burned them to come up with the. I can't. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
You didn't know about this?
No,
This came out like
you
months
know what?
ago.
I heard about the white lady putting it in a candle or something. What was her name?
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Yeah, I heard of her doing it, but Badu said she gonna make some incense. You know what?
I can't try. I am not trying to try it.
You know what? I will buy it because
I don't want to smell nobody's vagina.
I'm sure it don't smell like that. It probably smell like waterfalls and rainbows, because you know the men have been sprung over Badu. She made me go crazy. I might buy one and cast a spell.
She got.
You like this, don't you, boy?
I know, because I was gonna say they do say Badu is
she keep them
she
crazy.
cast spell. Mm-hmm.
So I burn it only amongst me and who I want to be sprung. You know who you are, boy. I got you. Shoot.
Okay. Well, if you try it, let me know. Because that's...
I don't
know. That just was too much. I wasn't even mad at her for doing it. I was like, all right, Erykah, I see you, girl. But I was like,
what's the retail price? I'm intrigued.
Let me Google it real quick.
CC, very intrigued.
I can't remember what it was. Erykah Badu.
I've been single for 2 years. You know, I'm willing to try. Baby, we should try.
We ain't gonna talk about how long I've been single.
Try.
Erykah Badu. I think it was an incense.
Don't worry about it. I'll look it up later.
Oh, we can look this up. She did not say. Let me check Vanity Fair.
Oh, it's okay, honey. It seems like it's a lot. Research it later.
You know what? She didn't say how. She didn't say the retail price. Nah. But it's an incense, and it is called. Let me tell you exactly what it's called.
Well, incense.
I'm gonna say it. Oh, Badu's pussy. Like I said, Badu's pussy.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, I won't be paying more than $9.99 retail price for it, and that's if it's a sage stick. If it's just like a pack of incense, like, you know,
I think it's like a pack of incense.
like Indian blessings, like, you know, the little money blessings.
Yeah.
If it's like a pack like that, $5.99 is all I have for you, Erykah Badu. But I am intrigued.
Did you hear about this? You know, the pastor I was telling you about, the one who was like, I'm not closing my church on Easter.
Yeah.
Well, it was a couple of them that did it, but this is the white guy that was like, we're gonna pack it out. So this guy, he's a Louisiana pastor. His name is Tony Spell. He is really
He the person who asked for everybody's stimulus check.
Yes. Did you hear about that?
Yeah.
So this guy named Tony Spell, you guys, he's a Louisiana pastor, and he has a new social media challenge that he's asking everyone. He's asking for everyone to donate their stimulus check to churches. He says, donate the money to North American evangelists, missionaries, or music ministers who haven't received, you know, any pay or anything like that since they've been in the coronavirus, because, you know, a lot of the people aren't doing services and stuff right now. They're doing them online, they're streaming and things like that, which you can still give an offering online and stuff. But I just think this is very selfish and not of God of what he's asking people to do, because people are dependent on that check to just pay their rent,
to take care of their own
homes, take care of their family. And the thing is, like, the Bible says that God wants our sacrifice, but God wouldn't want us to sacrifice in the point where we are putting ourselves in harm's way like that.
Yeah.
Like, there are people who are legitimately without jobs right now, who legitimately got laid off because of this going on. And I just think it's incredibly selfish and ridiculous of him and not of God to be asking people to donate their stimulus checks to churches, especially because churches of anyone are going to get
they don't get that back.
They're gonna get an easier time with all of this. Like, they're gonna get supported, you know. So what do you think?
I'm annoyed because he putting a face on what
Christianity.
people have said forever about pastors being greedy
it's
and
so
all
horrible.
that stuff. I get what he mean by, you know, donate to like the music ministers and the stuff that's usually typically on church payrolls.
Yeah.
But that's what tithe and offering is for.
It's supposed to be for, yeah.
And if the church is closed and everybody's getting a break on bills and stuff, you should still be able to keep your minister of music.
Yep.
It's usually just the clerk that's there during the week to answer the phone. It's usually one clerk, secretary, pastor, and the the minister of music, and maybe like 2 custodial that's on the church payroll.
Yeah.
We church kids. So
but if the church is closed.
But if the church is closed, it's no reason why you couldn't still pay your custodial, your minister of music. The pastor still get his salary, and the clerks and stuff. Yeah. And most church clerks
have another job.
They have another job.
Because they only spend a few hours there.
Exactly. Or they have a supportive spouse that they can work at the church.
Yeah.
So that's a load of crap. That's just to get people's money, and it's unfortunate.
It's very unfortunate because, like you said, we grew up in the church. We're church kids, and just a lot of the shenanigans that have been going on with a lot of these pastors, it's just really infuriating to see, and it is very...
Because it ain't in order.
And that's the one thing the Bible says too, is you got to do everything that's indecent and that's
decent
and in order.
You got to do everything that's indecent. You got to do everything indecent and out of order. Amen.
You got to do everything that is decent and in order. And the things that they are preaching right now, like, not everyone, just some of these guys, it is not decent and in order. You know, like, I went last weekend, I was looking at TD Jakes online, and it was literally in the church. It was him, and it was his choir, and they were doing, you know, trying to keep it social distance, like, and they actually were taking people's temperatures and stuff before they went in, you know, but no one else in the church, and he was streaming it. It's like there's so many things that are available to churches to do church online these days. Facebook don't charge nothing for people to stream.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there's no reason.
Been on Facebook Live.
A lot of pastors been doing Facebook Lives and stuff like that to still get that word out. So there's no reason why these pastors who are being defiant should be doing that.
Yeah.
It's not of God, it's of flesh, and you being selfish.
Yeah.
And I hope folks are calling you out, because that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy.
Well, you know, that's just like a lot of these pastors, they saying, you know, who do you trust, man or God? But at the same time, see, I'm about to preach. I got a word for y'all. Now, in the Bible, it was the Old Testament. Don't quote me on what chapter or scripture or verse. But it was one of them chapters, scriptures and verse, where he put the plague on Egypt, and he told everybody to stay at home, lock your doors, for it was like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And some folks was dying.
Because they weren't listening.
Yep. But Moses...
And put the blood of the lamb on your door.
So it can pass you by.
Yep.
Now, he said stay home for 6 weeks. We coming up on 6 weeks now. This could be a modern day plague, but you know, I don't want to go into that. My point being is you gotta still have faith, but also hear God.
Yep.
And y'all ain't hearing God telling us to come out and, you know, forget whatever the pastor said. Some of the pastors ain't even social distancing. And like, I would be less wary at a white church, but at black church, you know, we didn't fill out. We didn't.
wait, do it again. I gotta catch you.
We didn't fill out twice.
Yep.
We
greet each other like this all the time. Hugs.
The prayer cloth.
Yeah.
The evangelists all, you know, a word from the Lord.
Spitting.
All like,
that. Because when you're in the spirit, sometimes the spit come out. You can't help it.
You touching, like, come on.
See, I'm just saying, like,
it's too much.
There's no social distance. We gotta
stay at home.
Stay at home. You can get that good word at home. I've been getting that good word at home for a while. I go to Bedside Baptist a lot.
It's a wonderful church.
It is. I go to TD Jakes online all the time at Bedside Baptist.
I go to whoever preaching when I log on to Facebook on Sunday morning. Sometimes I catch Power Change. Sometimes I catch Mount Pisgah. Hello, Pastor. Pastor Collins, Bishop Phillips. Hello. But like, and I've been seeing Pastor Hawkins. How you doing? I like your word too.
Who's Pastor Hawkins?
Living Word where Squeak.
Oh, where Squeak go?
Yeah. But yeah, so whoever I happen to log on and their face is there on Facebook, I'm like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah.
Oh, Maurice, I done seen you a couple of times too. Maurice White. He preaching now apparently.
Oh, is he? Oh.
So yeah.
That's Maurice.
So yeah, whoever I log on to see, that's who member of the congregation I am for that day. What else going on?
Nothing. Just, you know, these LBs I've been gaining while at home.
Girl.
The struggle's so real. Are y'all like struggling? Like you can't stop eating. Like it's insane.
I can't stop, won't stop. Take that. I can't stop, won't stop. Got a nice little spread.
Nice little
Corona spread, you know.
I can't stay away from the carbs. I'm eating bread like nobody business right now.
I'm afraid for my outfits. There's no summer wardrobe. Like, I'm gonna be in caftan all summer.
We working on fall bodies. Let's be real.
Man, all summer caftan. Call me Andre Leon Talley. Cause if it don't flow, if it touch, baby, I ain't fit nothing that I had in my wardrobe last year. You see this face?
Like
you see
getting
all
so full. Look at it.
Shame. I've been walking past myself in the mirror like,
who's that?
Be ashamed.
I've been walking past myself in the mirror like, who's that? Oh, that's me. Who in my house? Who in my house? Oh, right. That's me.
I'll be like, that's a big girl, Tiger. That's a big girl. Okay. The stomach is out of control.
It's out of control.
But what else can you do but have a snack? Like,
and then like you watch a good movie, because we've been watching a ton of movies and a ton of shows and stuff, and it's like you want to snack while you do it.
You know what? I don't even feel like I've been eating a lot. It's just that I've been so not mobile. Yeah. That it's catching up with
That's how I feel like it is more.
I'm like, because I don't even think...
We technically aren't eating a lot. I think I had one of this entire thing. I've had 2 or 3 days where I just really ate a ton of stuff. Yeah. But that's it. But for the most part, I'm working all day. So I'll eat one meal before work, and then I won't eat again until after work. So that's like twice. That's it, because I just don't have time doing work to eat. But the days that I did have those 2 days where I was just like, I could not stop, it was on the weekend. And that was last weekend. It was last weekend, and I gained 4 pounds. No, not 4 pounds. I've gained a total of
I ain't
6
telling y'all
pounds.
It ain't none of your
This entire month.
Don't worry about it.
I've gained a total of 6 pounds. It would have been 7, but I lost. No, it would have been okay. It was total of 7, but I lost 2. So I'm only 5 this entire time. So this entire month I gained 5 pounds, and I'm
it
like
is
trying
what
to
it
get
is. I ain't telling y'all what I gained. Just know I'm a little thicker, but I know somebody who like it.
Okay. Hey.
Same person I'm a trick with that Badu incense.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
But anywho, but I don't even feel like I've been eating a lot. I just feel like because I'm at work moving and standing. I walk a lot at work. I rarely sit down. I usually work 8 to 10 hours and maybe sit down for 45 minutes for like a lunch break. But then as soon as I go back in, I'm on my feet the whole shift. So I think that's the part of it, because I'm legit for the last 30 days I've been like this.
She has. Every time I go in her room.
Sometimes I'm sitting up with my leg crossed. then I'm on this side like. So I think that's where my belly and stuff coming from. You can't help but to spread if you always in a spread position. So
that's so
my
true.
body don't want to conform. But I'm
okay. Real
nervous.
quick though, be careful when you put your shoes on next week, because I tried to put on some heels on Friday after work because I had been sitting for so long. So I was like, okay, let me just walk around in heels, and that'll be kind of like a little workout too if I walk around my floor in heels. Y'all, I almost broke my damn neck. Literally, it was like broken ankles. You know, like baby deers?
Yeah.
As soon as I put some on, well, first of all, to be fair, this was a pair of heels I have never put on before. These were Mama's red pumps. They're real high red pumps. Real cute. I was like, because they were just right there. And I was like, let me put these on. Literally, I was like to the point that I broke the little towel rack thing. Like, because I had to catch myself because I was about to fall. And I was like, oh no. That's how long it's been. Because when we went to Costa Rica, we couldn't wear heels because of how the resort was set up. It was a incline. Huge hill. Like, you had to go up the hill.
She said a hill. It was
heels.
Nothing but heels.
So,
and all of
we both took all these heels. Thank God we took a bunch of flats too, because there was no way you can wear heels with how it was in Costa Rica.
Oh yeah.
So what's the thing you looking forward to the most getting out of all of this? Like, sorry y'all, this seems like it's a coronavirus episode, but honestly, like, that's just what's going on. Ain't nothing else really going on. But what are you looking forward to the most when you get out of this? Like, what are you looking to doing the most? Or
I want to go home,
and go home and visit family.
Yeah, I want to go home. I was contemplating, you remember when it first started happening, I was like, well, I should go home and be with Medea, you know, so she can be cool. But then when I saw the child in St. Louis
wasn't sitting down.
Yeah, I wasn't sitting down, and it's still cold. I was like,
wow. Wow. Our grandma was telling us yesterday it was like 35 degrees.
Like,
it's April 19th.
Yeah, we've been in Vegas too long. Like, it's summer. It's summer.
It was 80 degrees today. We're not used to that.
I want to go home. I want to see my best friends. I want to hang out
with our cousins.
I want to go home for a visit and it not be like I want to go to the Rice House and go to Emo's. I want to go.
Yeah, we call it the Rice House in the Midwest, y'all. Like,
I know. I heard it was racist too.
Is it?
Yeah.
To say Rice House?
Yeah.
But it's like a house. It's literally
like but I heard it's like.
Shut up.
I know, but I mean.
Wait, was it an Asian person who told you it was racist?
No, I think it was like a white person trying to correct my behavior at the time. But
everybody call it the Rice House.
I'm like, whatever.
I didn't know that.
Anywho,
It's literally like a small. It's like a house. It's like a small storefront. It's like a house.
Storefront. But anyway, I want to go to the Rice House and go to emos and stuff for myself. Like, I want to see my children. I want to see my godchildren. I want to see Big Sherry. I want to have a good time. I want to go home, hang out with my cousins, shoot the shit.
Hey, Johnson.
Like, all that stuff. That's what I want to do when all of this is over. And I did want to take a birthday trip, but no, the way this financial happenstance happens.
And not to mention the way this coronavirus set up.
I know.
The trip she wanted to do was a cruise.
I wanted to do a cruise, and that's just completely out of the question.
It's a cesspool.
I've been telling them I wanted to do a cruise for a reason. Don't tell my business.
You didn't tell. Oh.
I said the trip that I wanted to go on. Like, she wanted to do a cruise.
Didn't know it was a secret.
It wasn't a secret, but it wasn't volunteered information. They don't need to know where I'm going when I'm going. Everybody know my birthday is in the fall.
I'm an open book. Sorry.
So, anywho. But, yeah. That's what I wanna, you know, I love Vegas in the summertime. I won't be partaking in no pool parties, though.
I know, I'm so
bummed.
Because you know I love my staycations. I do staycations all the time.
I'm like,
when we just luxuriate in the pools on the resort at the resorts.
Pool life in the summer in Vegas is pretty fun.
It's the best.
So
sure.
That is gonna put a damper on it. But yeah, I would say going home is. I want to go home at least. We'll shoot. The VP fair and all that shit got canceled. So
everything's canceled.
I want to go home by at least Labor Day in September. Is that in September?
Ooh, Labor Day's good, yeah.
Labor Day. At least by Labor Day. That's when I feel safe to, like...
travel.
Yeah.
Because I already said that when it's open up, like, even if they say, okay, everything opening up by May 5th, I'm still only going to be going to work and home for at least a month. I'm not getting out in these streets because I don't trust it yet. Because I feel like a lot of people ain't doing what they need to do. Even though a lot of people are, I feel like a lot of people aren't. So I might still wait a couple of weeks before I actually go out into highly populated places like the Strip and stuff. That's just me though. Working
home for me until the Lord tell me otherwise. This is me now. This is me.
This is me now.
I'll forever be in the house. This is me now. I've learned that.
She said it like she wasn't in the house before this, because she was.
I've learned during this Corona times that I'm okay being by myself. I'm pretty damn entertaining.
She gets annoyed sometimes when I come in there to hang out.
I know. Like
I'm like, sister, what are you doing? And she give me a look like, like, why you here? And I'd be like, close the door slowly. You know what I'm looking forward to?
What?
Locally, not like trip-wise, not going home to see family. Even though I want to see my family, but I'm not talking about that. I was talking more locally. The first thing you want to do? I want to go skating.
Oh, yeah.
I really want to go skating. I've been jealous of the skate for like a while now. And every time me and my sister are about to get back into skating, something happens. I think the Lord be trying to bless the knees. I think the Lord be trying to tell us our knees ain't gonna work. So like, sit down.
Hold it.
Every single time. Like let's see, the last time we wanted to go, we were gonna start skating again. I fell and was on crutches. And then the time after that, we were gonna go skating again.
I went, but you didn't go.
But I had planned. My knee was hurting. I found out I got a torn meniscus in one of my knees. So, but I want to start back skating because we used to go all the time when we were kids. And then we started back going again, like once I got out of college. We went like for like, how long was I before I got my first full-time job? I was home for 2 years. And we was going every Tuesday, every Thursday.
Shout out to Mr. Wise at Skate City.
Yeah, Skate City. Used to be Skate King. I still call it Skate King. I know it's Skate City now, but I still call it Skate King. And so here we finally found a place that we can go here called Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Crystal Palace. And we went a couple of times. Child, the first time we went together, we both went, we did like one lap and we was like,
No, that was at that awful place. That was at that.
No, girl, when we first started back going, and we went to Crystal Palace
like that there, but I remember being like that at
knees
that,
was on fire.
At that Sahara ice rink.
That's where they had that group had that skate party.
That was terrible.
It was horrible. Ruined our skates, our wheels. Like I gotta get new wheels now. But yeah, that's what I want to do. Let me see if I got anything else for us to talk about. You have anything?
No. But it is 3:47 and okay. Usually my nap hours is between 2:35 and 3:35. So I'm behind schedule, but it's all right. It's all right.
I don't think it is.
I probably skip my nap portion of today and skip right on to supper because I'm a little hungry too.
Well, I guess we'll end it on that note because I felt like that was
that the end of it?
I felt like that was the way you was telling me you ready to be done.
Is that it though?
Yeah.
That's it? Ain't no more schedules? I mean, no more topics?
I kind of got through them all, I think. Let me just take a look. I think I did, though.
All right.
I kind of just wanted it to be just kind of like a have fun and just chill talk session with you and I.
Okay.
You know, I didn't really have that many topics. And then I would just think of like different little celebrity things that I thought of. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, sister.
That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. I didn't even finish my drink.
Thank you so. You want to finish it now?
What are you drinking? Wine?
Mm-hmm.
I'm drinking
Cheers.
Don Julio.
Thank you so much for coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for finally accepting my invitation. How was it? It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but I ain't seen the footage, so I don't know how big my face looked yet. Cause this little camera.
It's okay. We are the little viewfinder.
I ain't got on my glasses, so I can't see myself clearly.
Well, I got my contacts on. We both got our contacts on, but you know you can't really see as clear in your contacts as you can in your glasses. And I don't think we our face look that big based on what I'm seeing.
I feel like I've had horrible posture.
That's okay. You just being you just being yourself.
There we go. I should have stayed in that frame the whole. You see how much slim I look?
I know. I went like this a couple of times, so I went down too. You know, you try to start off in the good posture, but sometimes. Oh, sorry. We should look back at the camera. I'm still looking at the viewfinder. Sometimes, you can't help it. You just
yeah.
You go like that. But anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us for another episode of Undeniably Nikki. Thank you, sister.
You're welcome.
Oh, I have to ask for this on camera because you won't do it unless you have a hug. You guys, I miss hugs so much. I really miss hugs. I love hugs. And I usually hug my coworkers at work every day. Can I have a hug?
That's needy as hell.
Okay, thank you.
I thought she was going I was like, what's she finna ask me on camera that's finna get her cussed out?
I just wanted a hug.
I thought she was gonna challenge my gangster on camera. I was like,
you looked at me
like what's up?
He was gonna hip slap me. I was like,
can I ask you this on camera real quick? I'm like, what's up?
All right. Thank you for joining us again. Remember, if you like what you're saying, if you like having fun with me or just hearing me kind of ramble and go on my tangents and laughing at my own jokes, which are sometimes corny, but they're funny, feel free to subscribe, like, and share. And also comment, because I go and read your comments and I respond back to you guys. So please, again, just like, subscribe, hit the little bell, ding, and share. Thank you again. I'll see you guys next time.
I might see y'all. I might.
See y'all. Bye, y'all.